Hello again. It's still winter, but it's bright out, although very cold. So we're gonna have a Cabernet today from California. A true sort of really product of the region. It's from the whole winery. It's a whole Cabernet Napa. They have different labels. This is 2014. And it's a 99% Cabernet and 1% Merlot, something like that. So it's really a Cabernet. It's from a mix of vineyards that they both own and farm together with partners. They really have a big presence in the Napa Valley and in two different places, in St. Helena and in Rutherford. And they really have a lot of partners. They have other labels they work with. Craig and Catherine Hall, who are the owners here, have really invested a lot in their winery and in their relationships. They've built this beautiful winery. It's really a work of art. We visited there. They have a great art collection. It's a beautiful building that's kind of green energy efficient and all that kind of stuff. There's sculptures there. The machinery is state of the art. It's just a delight to visit, just to get a different kind of, and the tastings are great. You can schedule all sorts of different tastings for all sorts of different flights of wine, if you want. Anyway, a great winery, great product. They have, this is one of their sort of, I hate to say entry level because it's still a $50 bottle of wine, but this is not their $200 dollar wine or their $100 wine, but it's very good. And they've been, of course, they've been lucky, like everybody else in California, because the last, 6-7 years have all been great, going back to 2012. So 12, 13, 14, 15, every year has been really good. And so it's hard to make a really bad wine. This is 2014. It's ready to be drunk, although it could last a lot longer. Let's look at it here. The color is really typical Cabernet. It's dark, it's red, doesn't have brown in it, doesn't have purple. It's sort of what you expect in this, Bordeaux color of a nice Cabernet. Of course, it's high alcohol, like you'd expect, because it's California, so it's 15.3%. And it's very dark, as we said. On the nose, you get what you expect. So sort of maybe a little bit of cherry, a little bit of blackberry, and so it's dark fruit, not overly sweet or exuberant, but it's definitely there, and it's restrained, which to me I kind of like that a little bit better. If we look even more here, it opens up. You do get a little bit of alcohol, but not too much. The fruit overcomes in a way the alcohol, and on the palate, what's really interesting about this wine, it's got this sort of mix of fruit and a little bit of tartness that comes from like a mocha tea, type of taste, which is really very interesting, because to me, a lot of the challenge with these California Cabernets is that you end up having too much fruit. And the beauty of a Cabernet, to me, the California Cabernet, is the ones who can restrain the fruit and add some layers on top of it. So you've got this, from the really very grapey to the multi-layered, very sophisticated, like we've seen with some of the relic artifacts and the Bard or what have you. And this is in between. It's got the layers. It's not too fruity. It's got the sort of mocha, cocoa, a little bit of the restraint and the bitterness, which I think adds a lot to control the fruit. And at the same time, though, it's not the multi-layer velvet tannin, thing that you would get in a much more expensive wine, but it's exactly where it is, and I think it's a great, really wine to enjoy at any point in time. Let's taste it again. Very nice, very smooth. The finish is nice and round, no bitterness there. It's really just a great Cabernet, and from a great winery. Anyway, cheers, and see you soon.